Hey, coming up now on the show, I want to take a look at the Harry Potter 20th anniversary Return to Hogwarts, which arrived on binge this week. Now, of course, last year we talked about the Friends reunion, and I said in my review for that while I enjoyed it, it didn't feel like it went deep enough for me. There wasn't a lot of things kind of revealed or talked about in it that were new for people, and it kind of just felt like it was just an excuse for them to all get back together again and make a few $1 million. Let's be honest. There was a lot of things in it that wasn't addressed. I think I talked a little bit about how they never really delved into how things have gone for Matthew Perry after Friends wrapped up and stuff like that. So I was kind of a little bit skeptical going into watching the Harry Potter 20th anniversary. But what I actually did find with this was that it was a great fan celebration, but it was also very, very emotional. Directors Joe Perlman and Casey Patterson, of course, didn't go into the whole thing like the Friends one, where they didn't go in it to reveal things, but things came out of this that I think, going back now and watching Harry Potter again, we're always going to notice, and that is just how tight this cast really were. There's a really poignant moment in this where Rupert Grint and Emma Watson tell each other that they love each other as friends, and you can tell it is completely genuine. Also, the other thing that I really loved about this too was seeing how Emma Watson, Daniel Radcliffe, and Rupert Grint actually were with Tom Felton. Like you watch that, you watch the movies and you realize that there is such a hatred between the three and Malfoy that you kind of forget that those guys all would have had to have acted together and been kids together. And so it was actually quite good to see that they all were friends off set and still are friends. The other bit as well that really was really emotional for me was like seeing that relationship between Helena Bonham Carter and Daniel Radcliffe. They had to do some pretty dark scenes together, and to realize that they were friends as well. It was just a real eye opener. Also, the amazing shots that we saw of the three youngsters auditioning for the part and getting the part and having their first days on set was just absolutely amazing. But yeah, seeing how that young cast interacted with these older experienced actors was fantastic. I also loved the interview with Robbie Coltrane talking about playing Hagrid, and he says this really emotional bit where he says that he won't be here in 50 years' time, but Hagrid will. And it just made me realize just how important these films really are. I mean, I was a teenager when these films were coming out. So for me, actually I was a bit older than a teenager. I think the first one came out actually while I was at uni. And it really, to me, these films, because they were coming out each year, they were just new films. It's taken me going back now and watching these films as part of the special that I'm doing at the moment for A Critic's Journey to realize just how special and how good these films were. And this anniversary is really good at going back and exploring how it changed the lives of these young actors, but also how the series was embraced by the older actors that were in it as well. Of course, there are some sad parts in this as they talk about losing people along the way, losing Alan Rickman, Richard Harris, people like that, and that's explored really well. So look, I'm going to say this is a really well put together anniversary. I'm going to give it 5 stars because this is the way that an anniversary should be done. This feels like you're actually at Comic-Con or something like that and watching these people be interviewed. So to me, it is an absolutely fantastic anniversary, and I'm going to give it 5 stars. And if you're a Harry Potter fan and you haven't watched it yet, do something to watch it. Either get yourself one of the free 14-day trials for Binge, which are going at the moment, or go to a friend's place and watch it, because this is something that you need to see.